Good morning, Internet. It is grumpy and I'm early. Reverse that, and that's how I feel this morning. So it's about 8 in the morning and I'm walking my dog, and no, this isn't a Walking Watchdog Wednesday because it's Thursday, and also you guys don't seem to like that series, so that series is pretty much dead, like a zombie. Anyways, there's the dog. It's all I get to see of him today, and if you didn't see him, sorry. And basically, the reason I was up so late last night, until 2 in the morning, I didn't even say that yet. See, I'm tired. My brain's all weird. I was up until 2 in the morning last night on Facebook/YouTube/Xbox Live. It's a pretty deadly combination. And so I only got like 6 hours of sleep. And I have to walk this guy this morning, so I figured, hey, let's film a grumpy intro. Why film a grumpy intro? Why not? And I do have to mention, by the way, that in Walking Watchdog Wednesday, there was a lot of unintentional assonance and alliteration and rhyming in general, and that was completely unintentional. So, if that counts for anything in your hearts, then there you go. And yes, let's jump cut to a time in the near future where I'm showered and not so angry. Isn't time traveling just super exciting? So if any of you guys like video games, I know I do, you've probably been following the stuff that's been going on at E3. I personally wasn't privileged enough to go to E3, but I've been watching a lot of their YouTube stuff that's been up, and I've watched like the press conferences and all the new games that they were talking about and showing, behind the scenes footage of, and I think it's pretty awesome and also kind of lame at the same time, because although all these new great games are going to be coming out, like, Halo 4 and Assassin's Creed Revelations and Modern Warfare 3, and Dead Island. I don't know if they mentioned that, but that's a game that I'm kind of actually excited for. But the point is, they didn't really talk about any of the smaller games. All they talked about was like these huge, mega blockbuster hits, which is kind of awesome, but kind of annoying at the same time because, yes, everyone wants to hear about those games, but you don't want to hear only about those games all the time because it kind of just wears them out, in my opinion. That and also the fact that some of these series were supposed to end by now, like Halo 3, they were saying it was going to be the last Halo game. Then they came out with Halo Wars, I believe, and then there was Halo Recon, and then there was Halo ODST, and all this crazy stuff. Just basically all these Halos that came out, and they weren't really supposed to come out necessarily. And then Bungie was talking about how Halo Reach was going to be the last one, and they were going to sell off like their company, something to a different company, and then they were going to make Halo games possibly. And then I think this is the new company now that's making the new Halo 4 game, unless I'm not researched enough on something, which is quite possible. And then the Assassin's Creed series, it was cool. I played the first one. It was kind of boring, actually. The second one I did enjoy. The third one I never got around to playing. Now they're making a fourth one already. And I watched the trailer on YouTube, which is... They're advertising this game pretty heavily, really early on. The game doesn't really come out until, I believe it's November, and they're already advertising on the front page of YouTube, which I'm pretty sure is not a very cheap advertisement, and it's been up there for a while. And so I'm guessing, they have a lot of money to drop in this game because they are doing some heavy advertisement work early on. They already have all their pre-orders and all that stuff to go, and they're getting started pretty early. And then the Modern Warfare 3 trailer, I watched that, before. I already talked about that in one of my first vlogs, and it looks like a really good game. I can't wait to get it. That's one of the ones that I'm definitely going to be getting. I don't know about Assassin's Creed. I don't know about Halo 4. Dead Island, I don't know if you heard about that game. It's like a first-person RPG zombie game, and instead of taking the general dead landscapes that you usually see, to the depressing ones, they created a very, very good kind of juxtaposition between good and evil here, where they have this good, beautiful vacation-like scenery with all this zombie and violence and stuff going on, and you're playing first-person. It's like an RPG game with 4 characters, and I mean, the graphics look really great, the gameplay looks pretty awesome, and what's really awesome about this game is that it's not all just hey, look, here's an M16, go kill some zombies. It's more where's the weapons? There are no weapons, you're vacationing. You found a stick on the ground, you put some nails in it, that's your weapon, melee, and you gotta beat the crap out of these zombies. And I don't know, it just sounds like a really, really awesome game. The trailers, they have 2 trailers now. There used to be only 1 trailer, and it was really depressing. This little girl died, her family was all getting killed and stuff. The second trailer shows more gameplay, and so that trailer is more appropriate or whatever. And I guess I'll just link all these games down in the underbar if you guys care at all, because I just talked about games for 3 minutes straight. So yeah, that's pretty much all I had to talk about today. So if you guys like games, you probably like this vlog. If not, then you probably didn't care much for it. Tomorrow, we'll see what else happens. But until then, I'll leave you guys with a